Thankfully, I have laid down the foundation to topics I may have opinions on. I have a video which is about 50 minutes titled Africa How Far, and it talks about the state of Africa, its history, and its relation to the world. I talk on slavery, the world wars, Berlin Conference, and the killing of some significant leaders. At this stage of my life, I've come to understand why some elderly folks would criticize religious bodies, especially the churches, and would rather we focus more on spirituality, irrespective of our religion. Your pastor is a thief. For as long as I can remember, religious leaders, the pastors, have always been arguing with church workers, most especially the instrumentalists, justifying their position by saying the work of the instrumentalist is a gift and it's not valuable enough to demand payment. In my view, they are acting just like the colonial masters, who, instead of trading with the Africans, they came to dehumanize us. They came to make us feel less of ourselves and our resources. And for those who were woke enough to resist, they would tarnish their image and find a cause to kill them, just like they did to the African leaders, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Sylvanus Olympus, Thomas Sankara, and the list goes on and on. Your pastor is a thief. As a matter of fact, history makes us understand that most of the factories which were functioning in the past have been converted to churches, not just factories. Some buildings and some stations which are supposed to be used for national projects have been converted to churches. And you can look this up. So I ask, is the church supposed to have more impact than the factories which are supposed to provide jobs and the other national projects? It could be. The only problem we are facing now is the corrupt leaders. And corruption can be found in any organization, which is why there's politics in church also. Recently, there is an honorable man who has opened a food bank for people to go in there to eat for free. I believe this is something that should be at the station of every church, because the role of the church is to help humans feel comfortable. The basic need for we as humans is just shelter and food. So if we do not have that, then we are tempted to do a lot of wrong to our neighbors and the society. Of course, some churches may argue they are doing a lot of good, but just like the US aid, when your evil discovered overweighs your good, then you are demonic, you are evil. Your pastor is a thief.